Hey internet, today is time for another planner related video. Today's video is going to be super simple, but just something I wanted to put out there so I could refer people to it, because I tend to get this question a lot on Instagram and emails and messages and stuff like that. So I thought I'd throw one up so I could just recommend people watch this video in the future. So what's the question? The question is, how do I make a sticker book? This is the main sticker book I use. As you can see, I have a lot of stickers stored in here, but I recently bought this really adorable planner. It's so cute. I couldn't not. So anyways, the reason I bought this planner is because, as you can see, this sticker book is getting pretty full and I wanted to have another one. It still has all its inserts in it. I'm not going to be filling up this journal on camera. That's kind of an overtime thing, but I can flip you through that journal later on when I've finished. If you are curious, just let me know. This video is just about how do I create an insert to go in here. Basically, I use a sheet of sticker paper. This paper is from Avery. I got this from Officeworks. This is my weather icon sheet, and as you can see, I've used up almost all the cloud stickers. So it may not be very clear on the sticker sheet, but there is still a little bit of space. You can see right on the edge, probably not more than 1 or 2 millimeters of space. That's fine. You can still put this in your sticker book. Some sticker sheets are going to have very little space, like this one. It's like 1, 2, 3 millimeters at most. Very little. And then others are going to have a ton of space, like here. This one from Stick With Me. There's like at least a centimeter, maybe half a centimeter of space, which is really great. So these ones are a lot easier to do. These ones are a little bit harder, but you could still do them either way. It doesn't really matter how much space they have, you could still make it work. Taking your sticker sheet, what I recommend doing is cutting this out in strips. By the way, before we start, if you are using Avery sticker paper, you should just note that there is like an outer layer and an inner layer. I would get rid of this outer layer first because you don't want to include that as part of your measurement because it's going to come off anyways. So I would take that off first and then start the measurement from where the sticker paper actually starts. And then I would just measure it. Actually, 1.5 does seem a little bit short. You know what? Ignore what I said. Go 2 centimeters. So that's like, what's that in inches? Half an inch, quarter of an inch. 0.8? 0.9? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with conversion of measurements, but I'm trying to show it to you here. It's this one here for inches. This is 1 inch. So yeah, hopefully that's somewhat helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna make them all 2 centimeters wide. And I'm gonna do the same at the bottom. I'm just gonna mark them down here. And I like rulers that you can see right through so that you can see how much paper is underneath. So I personally recommend getting a ruler that you can see right through. This ruler that I'm using actually came with my old Kikki K planner. It's just the divider, so that's why I've got, and I love using this because it has the measurements here, measurements for inches, centimeters, and I'm going to show you later, it helps me measure out the holes to put in. So I've marked it at the top, I've marked it at the bottom. What you could do next is just rule the line down and then cut it with the scissors, but I use a paper cutter here. This is really cheap. I got this from Officeworks, and I recommend, if you're really into crafting, I'd recommend getting one of these because it just makes cutting paper so much easier. Basically what I'm going to do is, this is the part where the blade runs through, just align this dot and the bottom dot to exactly where this is, and then just run the cutter through it. I feel like I might be a little off, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much anyways. And then just run it through. And there you go, you have 1 strip. So you just keep doing that until you have as many strips. You need 2 strips for each sticker sheet. So just make sure you always have an even number. So make sure you're working off a really clean tabletop like this, where I can stick stuff on and it comes off pretty easily. So in this instance, for this sticker sheet, I don't have very much space at all. As you can see, there's like hardly any space, but there's still a little bit. Doesn't matter if you don't have any. So if you don't have any space on the side, the stickers are right up to the edge, then flip it over. On the side that you want the binder to be on, the rings, then just stick this on the back instead. So what I'm doing is I'm sticking the sticker paper on the back instead. As you can see, there's a bit of an overlap. I give it maybe 5 millimeter overlap, maybe half a centimeter, not too much, but just enough so that it has a good grip on it, and just make sure it's even throughout the entire sticker sheet. This is the part I'm not good at. But yeah, stick that down. There we go. And then if you pull it up, So you've lengthened the sticker sheet a little bit with this adhesive part, but it's sticky. So what you need to do is take another strip of sticker paper, this label sticker paper, and then just stick it over that. Try not to overlap the actual stickers, because I've done that and it just is a bit of a pain. But yeah, and there you go. So you're going to have a bit of stickiness, as overlap here of stickiness, and you're going to have a little bit over here stickiness. Yeah, that's fine. Just cut all that off. So for example, just going to cut that off. I'm going to cut this one off. And then this extra overlap here, I'm just going to cut that right off as well. Oops. It's always hard to do things on camera. It's all pressure. And yeah, so now you've extended the edge of your sticker paper, and then this is why I love this, because I can measure up here as to where I think the rings will go, because this is an exact match for the rings since it came with it. And then I just draw those in. I've marked out where my holes will be, so I'll get a hole puncher and I will just so hard to do without actually, yeah, it's so hard to do on camera. I'll just punch each one through. So as you can see, I've got my extra strip, I've got the holes punched, and they should match up exactly. But if you didn't have something like this, then obviously just take any of the insets here, like in my new cat planner. Just take any of these and trace them. They'll be fine, they'll fit, it all works the same. And yeah, now I'm just going to flip over to the weather section of this, and I'm going to put these in. And it is as simple as that. I really hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If there are any other little tips and tricks you'd like to see me show here, then be sure to let me know in the comments, because I am more than happy to film them. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. And this is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.